Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my freediving classmate and we are doing together the freediving course here in Panglao. And I am so curious because I heard him talking to our instructor yesterday of how much he loved about the Philippines. So I made sure that, okay, why not share your experience with the viewers? I love to know how you expats or foreigners are here, So, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, Leia's audience. My name's Alex. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for having me, Leia.
Where are you from?
I'm from England, Sussex.
How did you discover Philippines?
Yeah, so I first came to the Philippines 8 years ago, and I was doing a short trip with my brother, Will, and we mostly spent our time in Luzon. We went up to Banaue and Sagada. Apologies in advance if I mispronounce any of these Filipino names. I probably am. And we went to see Wangud to get some tribal tattoos.
Is that Wangud?
Wangud
Tattoo.
centipede right here. And I was only in the Philippines for 2 months that time, but I really fell in love with it. What really stood out to me was the beautiful nature. It's so untouched and pristine compared to a lot of other parts of Southeast Asia. The people are so friendly and genuine and kind and welcoming. They're not out to scam you or to make an easy buck. They just want to help and be good people, which is really refreshing because I've been so many places in the world where it's just not like that at all.
Yeah, I love that you say that because when it comes to scamming, there are also a lot of foreigners saying that there's a lot of scam that's happening in the Philippines to some of the foreigners. Yeah, so it's not happening with you?
No, I mean, I'm sure it exists, right? There's scams in every part of the world. But so yeah, that's one of the things that stood out to me about the Philippines is the friendly people, the non-scammy people.
Okay, I love that.
And then I came back in 2020 to Porto Galera. I had this plan that I was going to scuba dive in as many different islands in the Philippines as I could. But of course, then it was COVID, right?
Yeah, the COVID hits.
Yeah, so I got stuck in Porto Galera for 6 months.
Oh, that's a good place to get stuck.
It was a good place to be stuck. It was really nice. I made some good friends with a lot of the locals. I had a cat for a short period of time. But then I had to leave because I couldn't go anywhere else. I did my dive master over that period of time.
Okay.
And then afterwards kind of ran out of things to do because there weren't even any other tourists or expats staying there to scuba dive. And then I left, and when I've actually just come back to the Philippines at the start of 2023, and I was trying to relive my dream from 2020. So I finally got to explore a lot of great destinations like Panglao, Bohol, Siquijor, Camiguin, Dumaguete, Coron, El Nido, Anda, Sipalay, Anilao. Had an amazing time, but of all those places that I was lucky enough to visit, Panglao stood out to me the most.
Okay, why? Why Panglao?
A really good combination of being currently not too developed. It's not as busy as some places like maybe El Nido or Coron, but there's still enough stuff here to do to keep someone like me pretty entertained. It's also not as quiet as maybe Anda or, well, not Dumaguete the city, but Darwin could be.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful island. The scuba diving here is amazing. Some of the best in the Philippines. And
now you're also starting to free dive.
I'm starting to free dive, which is how we met.
Yes, and I'm doing the free diving level 2. The one that really excites me in the free diving level 2 is the rescue and safety.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it only for recreational, just chasing fishes, sardines, and turtles.
Fish. Good luck catching them.
Or just swimming around with them.
Yeah.
And the one that I was excited about was the rescue and safety. So now I'll be more confident if we can already spot something that is out of the ordinary with the divers, and we can help now. So that's really something that I was looking forward to, which I'm so happy about, even just for the day one.
Yeah.
So why do you now, you were scuba diving, why did you decide to switch to free diving?
Well, it's not really a switch for me. I still love scuba diving, and that's my main aquatic passion, I suppose.
Aquatic passion, I like
that.
But
I wanted to explore the underwater world from a different angle. And I know that one of the downsides is there's many upsides to scuba diving, but one of the downsides is a lot of marine life can be scared away because you're making a lot of noise with the bubbles, right?
Right.
And when you go free diving, you're more likely to witness marine animals behaving as they would if you weren't even there.
Yes, you're more like a fish.
More like a fish, or maybe a turtle, or a dolphin.
Yeah, you're more like aquatic. But so far, is it easy for you to like when you compare scuba diving and free diving right now?
Yeah.
Is it easy, or what do you find challenging in that?
Well, it's a little hard to compare because Panglao is currently going through a typhoon. So
Yeah.
we spent all of yesterday in the swimming pool. We didn't get to go into the ocean.
Not yet.
And then today we were just in the classroom. But I think that in many ways, free diving is more physically challenging
Yes.
because it's a mental game because you're holding your breath and
Yeah.
that's uncomfortable, right? Like we were both saying yesterday,
Yeah.
that you have to resist this little voice in the back of your head saying, I'm drowning.
Exactly.
I guess scuba diving is a little bit more technical in the sense of the gear that you have to get used to and know how to maintain and look after. But yeah, at this point in time, I'm undecided if one is more challenging than the other.
Yeah.
Ask me again when we get into the ocean.
Okay, when we get into the ocean, yeah. I cannot compare both, even me, because I do both. Oh my God.
This is for typhoon after effects.
So I was saying about scuba diving and free diving. I couldn't compare them because they're two different worlds. They're two different disciplines, and really, they're not. They cannot be compared. But there is a common thing between both is that you need to relax.
Yes.
Because in scuba
100%.
diving, you also need to relax for you to maintain your buoyancy and the pattern of breathing.
Conserve your
and
air.
in free diving, you cannot free dive if you're not totally relaxed.
Yeah, because you've only got one breath of air, so you
Yes.
really want to make it last.
So that's the common thing about them, but you cannot compare them. They're both different worlds. So I was actually talking about this when I was in my previous video, just a few days ago, about which one should they do, scuba diving or free diving.
Ooh. Something I love about scuba diving is that it's accessible to everyone. You know, you can be old or unfit, etc., and you can still scuba dive, and then you can get
right.
access to the marine world and be really inspired and blown away.
You're right.
Or alternatively, you can just think to yourself, I don't want to have to do something that's as physically challenging. I'm on a holiday, but I do want to see the marine world. I'm going to go scuba diving, and that might open up the door for you to later go free diving.
It's for everyone, the
Yeah.
scuba diving, but the free diving, I think not.
No, for sure. Free diving, you have to
Yeah.
have a good level of fitness,
Yeah.
both physically and mentally.
Mentally.
And of course, if you're free diving, you can go spearfishing, which is
Yeah, right.
amazing. So that can really get you in
Have you
touch.
tried?
I haven't yet, but I definitely will when I am a more...
There are
Experienced
spearfishing here
freediver.
in Panglao. I've seen some kids doing it. So you just have to get in touch with the locals and maybe you'll join them.
Yeah, I know Filipinos are really good at making spear guns. You can do it in like 25 minutes with a piece of wood and like a band. Because I paid some kids to make me a spear gun in Porto Galera, and yeah, it was less
Okay.
than half an hour
Wow.
that they produced it.
Wow. Okay, so back to Philippines. Because you've been traveling a lot to different countries and also to
Aye.
different islands. And what made Philippines stand out, really? Like the top reason for it?
Oh, there's so many reasons to choose some. Can I pick three top reasons?
2?
5? My 10 favorite things about... No, okay, 3.
Okay, top 2 or top 3?
Ooh, okay, number 1, I'm going to go back to the nature. Like, it really is incredible. Obviously, there are some, you know, the Philippines has cities. It is developing all the time, like everywhere in the world. But it is a lot more untouched than so many other places in
Okay.
Southeast Asia or even in the Caribbean. It's harder to get to. It's a very mountainous country, which means that people simply can't build over a lot of it. So the nature is always kind of preserved in that sense.
Okay.
So that'll be number 1. Number 2 would be the diving. I
Okay.
think that of all the places I've dived in the world, which have been Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, Maldives, Red Sea, Ireland, Costa Rica,
Wow.
Nicaragua, Panama, the Philippines has got the best variety of dives. It's the only country I know you can go to, and there'll be like one island you can go to, and it'll have amazing macro, like in Siquijor, or thresher sharks, like
Wow.
Malaspascara, or World War II Japanese shipwrecks like in Coron, or amazing coral reefs in Porto Galera. Like there's an
amazing.
incredible variety, and I feel like you can have so many different diving experiences in the Philippines, where anywhere else you'd have to travel to multiple different countries. And the third, I'm gonna go again and say to people like, it's really friendly, down to earth. And as well as that, they're also a lot of bloody good fun, the Filipinos. You guys love your karaoke.
Exactly right.
You love to party.
Yes.
You love to have a good time. And I really feel like out of all the countries I've traveled to, the Philippines is one of the places where I've connected with the locals the most. There's also
good.
a lot of delicious food.
Oh, the
Sneaky
food.
bonus.
Do you eat balut?
I love balut. I actually won a balut eating contest. My record is 6 balut eggs.
Oh my gosh. I think you're the first foreigner that I met that likes balut.
Close your eyes if you have to.
Close your eyes.
The barbecues are amazing. Sea urchins, you can go around the beach and you can collect the sea urchins from the sea and then bring them up onto the beach and eat them with your friends and some beer. The food is really good. You just have to, like, I guess if you're Western, get past a sort of mental block.
I think so. I think it's the thought of embryo inside it is the one that is stopping.
I know it is. You don't like balut, right?
No, I don't.
So we can't have a balut eating contest because I just automatically win.
No, you win already. I surrender.
Why don't you like balut again?
I don't like the taste, and I also had
But it's delicious.
Oh, it's not delicious. I don't like the taste. I don't like how it looks like. And also, I had allergy when I ate it.
Okay, so there's 3 pretty good reasons not to eat balut in your case. But
so yeah,
I implore all of you to try balut. And if you don't like it the first time, just keep eating it until you do.
Until you do? No, I don't recommend.
Do you like?
I'm a local, and I'm not recommending my own food.
Do you like sea grapes? Grapes of the sea.
Ah yes, the green ones.
Yeah.
That is like the seaweed, but I love that.
That's delicious. And the first like 50
that.
times I ate it, I thought it was horrible, but I just kept on
I
eating
really
it.
love that.
Yeah.
It's good with garlic and some vinegar and tomatoes and salt. That's it. So yeah, I can see that you're really adapting well here in the Philippines. And yeah, congratulations. And I'm happy to know that because, of course, this is to inspire other foreigners who come here that being in the Philippines is not really, well, there are downsides, but the benefits is more than it. So what can you tell me about a challenge? Or
I mean, I suppose that if you're only used to Western food, it can take a bit of a while to adapt. I feel that there's always a risk of getting a stomach bug in your first 1 or 2 weeks, although to be fair, that can apply to anywhere.
Yeah.
And driving on the right-hand side of the road.
Oh yeah,
as opposed to the left, as we do in England.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a brain fuck. We've been on the bike a couple of times, and I'm like, which side am I supposed to be on again?
I relate that because in India we have the same right-hand drive. So when I came back here, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
You're able to, how many days were you able to adjust the
it just comes and it goes. Sometimes I've been here for months and then I suddenly find myself driving on the wrong side of the road still.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's not really many challenges that you wouldn't encounter if you were traveling anywhere in the world. I suppose if you're like a digital nomad, it can be hard to get good Wi-Fi in some places, which can be a bit of a challenge sometimes.
That's a good challenge, yeah.
And it is mostly a challenge-less place, guys.
Challenge-less place. That's cool. That's cool from a perspective of a foreigner. So have you dated a Filipina?
Yes.
And how was the experience?
It was amazing. It was best relationship that I was ever in.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think that Filipinos have really big hearts, very kind, fun, interesting, open-minded, awesome people to hang out with. And I suppose if I was going to give any piece of advice to Westerners traveling to the Philippines regarding dating is don't let it go to your head, guys, because you'll meet lots of beautiful women who would like to date you. And I've met quite a lot of dudes who are kind of arrogant because they have so many options and then they kind of mess these girls about. So if you're just here for like a week, you really need to say from the beginning that you're not looking for anything serious. And if you are looking for something serious, you might be surprised by the level of warmth and affection you receive. And you should always reciprocate that and not become big-headed about it.
Love that. So one last question. Oh my gosh.
Before falling off the bench.
What's your top advice for the foreigners out there that are watching right now in my channel when they come here to settle and live and experience Philippines?
My top advice
Yes.
is, first of all, come to the Philippines. Secondly, try and like explore a bunch of different locations in the Philippines, because I found that every single island, it's almost like its own little world with the mindset, the micro culture, the activities, the things that are to do, and they're all great, but one place might really be for some person and another place might really be for another person. So explore your options, because I've met quite a few expats in the Philippines and they've settled in the first place that they came to, and it's awesome because they love it. But I think if you explore all of the different options, you'll be quite surprised at how varied the Philippines is. So try and get around, befriend the locals, be kind, be humble, be open to new experiences, and try not to be a dick.
Thank you so much, Alex from England.
Thank you, Leia.
And I'm excited to finish our course for freediving, and hopefully tomorrow no more storm and we can head out to the ocean. Guys, if you can see the ocean right now. Okay, before we say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Welcome
the
to
ocean
our
right now. My God, look. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was even crazier last night.
For your YouTube.
Hey guys, do you like the ocean? Do you like games? Do you like songs? Do you like videos? Then check out my YouTube channel. Here, there, or here, wherever Leia decides to put it. And you can become part of the diving squad. Join the squad. Hoorah!
I'm putting the link below. Alright guys, thank you.